overcoming adversity in my own personal journey as a blended family parent. That's what I wanted to talk about today, because we know being a parent, at least I know, is like the hardest job out there. There's so many other things that I've seen or have gone through in life, or I guess this is an easy way of putting it, of that I've gone through in my life that were challenging and hard, but none of it compares to being a parent. And the reason being is a lot of those challenging and hard things you get through, like they're maybe challenging and hard for a day or for a week or for 6 months, those kinds of things. Even if you look at some of the things people go through in the military or, competitions and things like that, like it's challenging and it can be extremely hard. It might be one of the hardest things you've gone through. But where I look at a differentiator is being a parent is like, it's an every single day, like every day. It's just every day you have to show up and be present. And so it's hard in that aspect, because it's not like, okay, cool, I accomplished that, what's on to the next thing? It's like my kids grow and there's another year, and then there's another year, and then there's another year. Like new age brings kind of a new challenge. They've got puberty, they've got a different personality, they get older when they're younger, and the terrible twos that they talk about, and all this different stuff. To me, it's never ending. So it's the hardest thing out there, and a lot of challenges, at least that I've seen and been through in my life, they all relied for the most part on me. Yes, there might be a team involved, others that rely on you, but at the end of the day, it's not like being a parent where your child, your kid, relies solely on you. You got to feed them, you got to put a roof over there, you got to clothe them, you got to bathe them, you got to teach them how to be a little human, and then a teenager and a young adult, and those kinds of things. So to me, like, that's been a struggle. And where that ties in with a blended family is, I went, some of you guys might know my story, some of you don't. Like, I went from 0 kids to then all of a sudden meeting my wife, and she had kids previously, and then now we had one on the way. So it went from 0 to 5 to 6 to 7. And it was like, holy shit, what do I do here? Now there's these kids that we have that, at the time, one of our oldest was coming into being a teenager and being a girl, and girls are way harder than boys. I will just put that out there. Boys are way easier, and we've got 4 girls and 3 boys. So I've got a little experience there to say, but that's my opinion on it. So I went from where most parents come in like, oh, okay, this is new, let me experience it, and it's still challenging and hard. But all of a sudden, I had to be on like a fast track of learning all of this stuff, being in, a relationship, having a baby, that we're navigating being in that kind of a relationship. And then now all of a sudden learning how to be a stepdad and earning their respect. And kind of, I came in as this outsider, and it's just been a constant battle of adversity. And I don't say that in like any bad or wrong way. Like, it's made me who I am, and it's made me a better person. And every single day I'm facing adversity, facing challenges, like I say I screw up, and I'm often for saying this, I screw up more than I actually succeed. But I've learned to be humble and have humility in that, and come from a position of, strength, and showing my kids, and apologizing to them, hey, here's what I did wrong, here's what I could have done better. And they've taught me a lot of things. And then now it's almost shifted in some ways to where now I can be in a spot to be stronger, and I've learned more to when, they're making some mistakes, I can help guide them through that, how they've helped me, whether they knew it or not, and you're going to run through so much adversity, because that's just talking about our own home. We know the dynamics of, I hate the word co-parenting, but, when you're a blended family, it's not just you and your wife, it's you and whoever the ex-husband, or, exploring whatever it might be, the other dad that's out there. And while, it's great to hear these perfect stories of everybody talking about, oh, it's great, we can get together on, not Valentine's Day, that was a weird one, and Christmas, those kinds of things. It's extremely uncommon from my experience to see that stuff too. So what I want to implore, I guess, on you guys and other dads is you have to come from a place of like always learning and learning to be the best. And that's been a huge thing for me at the end of 2023 and into 2024 is like really looking upon myself and what I need to do to be the best version of myself and how to welcome that adversity to show up and be the best I can every day for them. Whether I'm screwing up or not, I used to beat myself up for it. And now, like, I welcome those things. And I'm like, hey, what could I have done better? How can I do better? And now I'm coming on 9 years into this. Our oldest just turned 21, so it's a crazy thing there where it's like I'm on year almost 9 experience here, but we've got a 21-year-old that just got married. So it's like, that's some crazy version of learning how to do all these things, but I'm coming to it in a way now of like welcoming that stuff and how can I continue to show up to be the best version of myself and be the leader, in the family, be that male role model to my boys and to our girls to show them, here's what you should demand for respect from yourself and, the respect you need to be giving to get the relationships that you have, and then leading that way with, mine and my wife's relationship. And then with my boys, teaching them how to be a young man and then to end up becoming a man. And so it's super awesome. I'm excited for this year with a lot of this stuff and this journey that I'm on of facing adversity and things I'm going to be learning and just sharing with you guys. Like, I'm in there every day in the trenches. Like, I want to create more of these videos and talk more about this stuff and being a dad and being a parent and a blended family. But I haven't done as many as I want because I'm like in the trenches. I'm not like, hey, I'm perfect and I know all these things and I've done all this stuff. Like, I'm doing it too. So I'm in there and sharing stuff with you guys and, side by side. So one thing I would want to say with that is, a lot of times I felt so alone, and that's kind of why I started doing this of like, there's no handbook and what do I do when I face adversity? How am I going to get through all this stuff? Like, I feel so alone, and you're not. So I want to say, if you're feeling some of that way and you have questions, you are struggling, like, dude, just reach out to me. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're going through. And, like, I'm there for support. Like, I'm right there with you. Like, I've told you, I don't know what I'm doing at the time, but I'm learning a bit more day by day, being better today than I was yesterday, and welcoming that stuff, and just learning a little bit on the way, even though I screw up a lot, but it humbles me and like, how can I do better? So you're not alone. Let me know, if you've got questions or you're struggling, because I'm here with you. Thanks so much for checking this out. Going on 8 minutes here, so I'll let you guys get going with your day. And I was just staring at the microphone. That's where it should be staring here. But awesome. Talk to you guys soon, and have a good day.